Hello everybody, it's Guiding Halo. I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be a collective reading for the mass consciousness for the end of March. Wow, are things shifting? Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say. I feel the energies shift on a regular basis, and as we all do, whether we're able to pay attention to them or not. And to me, the energies that are going on right now that I feel are, well, without a given uncertainty, but yet it's like, oh, everything's good. Wait a sec. Okay, everything's good. Wait a sec. Oh no. Okay. It's like we're all checking in with ourselves. We're all checking in with spirit. We're all trying to find this new balance and equilibrium with the world and things that are going on. People have stopped watching the news so often. They are watching maybe once a day, trying to focus on things that are more fun, not so mundane, and trying to find joy in life with the ones around them. Now, there's been a whole lot that went down before all of this, well, in Canada anyway, energetically, well, I'd say with many, before we all ended up quarantined here, or whichever you want to call it. There was a lot that went down energetically, people standing up for what's right for them, and in doing so causing a rift among a few or among the many. There's been people that have been trying to learn to let go of issues that are not theirs to hold on to. Something someone else creates is not necessarily yours to hold on to. And to try and move forward in absolute joy. Look at that. So we have soul love. I'm going to put this over here because it came out first. We have soul love, we have joy, and we have let go. So this shall be interesting to read these cards and find out what this is about more on a deep soul level for everybody. And these cards here are from The Secret Language of Light, Transmissions for Your Soul by Denise Jarvie. Beautiful deck. All right, let's see here. I'm going to take a sip of juice, water. All right, so first out, sorry, I put those over there, should not have. Let's read this first card, Soul Love, card number 33. Just a moment. Okay, so we have Soul Love here as our first card out. Let's read that, shall we? The card that I just paused you there and marked these so they're easier to find, but the card that came out with it is Speak Up. Okay, so someone needs to speak their truth. It could be your inner child. You've perhaps not been listening to the inner child in you, or the soul love that needs to come forward here for you. So let's see what this is about. Soul love. You are clear, pure love. Nothing from your past will block your dreams. Your future will be nothing like what it has been before. You are at the center of the universe, looking outward through your experiences. When you look out in balance, you are seeing through love and will experience many variations of love. Make love your purpose. Find it wherever you can. If you begin to introduce anything to your world that does not feel like love, shift your awareness, your energy, or your eyes until you return to love. Become so devoted to your purpose of love that no one, nothing, will sway you from it. Unconditional love is not about tolerating or diminishing yourself to make others feel good. These are conditional actions that will make you feel less than or resentful. If you are trying to believe something that is not your truth, it will feel awful because you are not in agreement with your soul. Your job is to feel balanced in every moment. If you can't, go easy on yourself, as it's just a sign that that you are yet to love something about you. So there's definitely something here when you're feeling that love that is having a hard time loving something about others or in others or whichever. It's something that has to do with your inner child. It's part of you, the part that's frustrating you, the part that's making you angry, whichever that is. It has something to do with the inner you and loving from a soul place. Okay, that's what I would say that has to do with. Okay, now let's go to joy. Let's see what one is for joy. Okay. I'm going to read this part first before I read that other card. Joy. If it does not give you joy, then search for one that does. Or I'm sorry, if a thought does not give you joy, then search for one that does. Thank that thought for showing you where you don't feel joyful, and then reach for a blessing thought, a pleasing thought. You can empower yourself by choosing joyful thoughts. You will disempower yourself by choosing sad thoughts. What will you choose today? There is almost always something to make you feel at ease in every situation. It is up to you to find that. Try reaching for a joyous thought right now. Look around your house at what gives you joy. Turn toward the joy in your life. If you can't find it outside, go within and create inner joy. It is not always the easiest thing to do. However, it is one of the most worthwhile things you can do for your physical and mental well-being. Open your heart to allow blissful inspiration to direct your actions, and you will give without expecting. Joy is your natural state of being. Now is the time to honor that. So, if joy is your natural state of being, I would highly suggest some of you, if you're sitting at home not doing a lot or sitting at home dealing with some frustrations, I would suggest that you go listen to some Abraham Hicks. They talk about being joy, she channels the other side. And it's pretty impressive, let me tell you. Card number 27, which equals a 9, finding better ways to move forward and to experience joy in every moment of your life. Okay? And the card that came out with that is Dreams and Screams. It's like I've had a dream of something for the longest time, and now it may be manifesting, and even though it's for my soul's growth, and I don't necessarily feel great about it, how do I find joy amongst the frustration? And I want to pull my hair out of my head. Someone might be having dreams or fears surrounding the situation in the world at the moment, or in your own little world in the four walls you live in called home. You could be having dreams or terrors, night terrors. Your children could even, and if that's happening right now, it could very well be based on the energy that they are feeling coming from you. Okay. Next card out is Let Go. And the card that come up with that is Furry Friends. So how do we best let go? How do we find ourselves in balance? How do we put balance in our everyday? Get back to nature. Enjoy your pets. Love them. Cuddle them. Feed them. Go for a walk. Watch birds. If you don't have pets that are in your home, you know, find a way to create joy in moments with that. And it truly does help you let go. This card here, sorry about this. Book is frustrating me. This card here reminds me of the Ace of Swords. Look at that sword there, all about truth, standing in your power, how it is that you see things as truth in the first place. There's almost like an eye behind this. How is it that you see truth? How is it that you bring truth forward? You've got to let go of anything that's held you back from speaking your truth, anything that's held you back from balance, that's been keeping you possibly in a screaming mode or in a fear mode, even in your dreams and in your night terrors. Also speaking up as your inner child would need you to. Okay. Let go. Let's read it. Pull that back. Take back your power and thrive. Let all just be and take back your light. Stop trying so hard and breathe. Letting go does not mean jumping blindly into faith, but to release the resistance you hold about a subject, so your dreams and desires can be realized. We have all hung onto the person, place, job, or idea because we think it will give us what we seek, but hanging on is the result of unbalanced thinking. See, this is about finding balance here. This imbalance has you needing compensation. You created a deficit by compromising yourself, thinking that was the way toward your dreams. It was your choice to do that. Now it is your choice to let go and create from love instead of fear. You deserve to have what you want without compromising your truth. You cannot change what has occurred. However, you can change what you do from this moment on. No one has been placed upon this earth to make you happy, just as it is not your responsibility to make anyone else happy. Free yourself and everyone else of the idea that we must please others to be loved. You are love, and you are loved, no matter what has happened in you or another's life. Look at that. See? The divine loves us so much. We need to let go of preconceived notions and ideas that what we give our attention to is what love actually is. Perhaps what we actually give our attention to is, or what we should give our attention to, is ourselves right now and how we can master and become a better us. I'm going to do a reading about that. How can we master and become a better us? And I'm going to do it right after this reading. So I'm going to call this collective reading number 1. And then the next one in the series will be collective reading number 2. Okay? And I might call it life lessons or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway. All right. So let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. You don't need to be anything to love somebody. It's not your responsibility. Things happen. Let them go. Move forward. You may have had all of this scenario, all of this situation that you see created in hindsight, but it's for your soul's growth that you let go and find a new way into love. That new way into love is that other people's responsibilities are not your responsibilities. Their emotional tragedies or emotional traumas are not your things to take on. It is not your responsibility to make sure somebody else's vibration is of the utmost perfect. I'm going to tell you every single moment, if you are feeling something in your day, vibrationally, if you are feeling that, it is created by the thought, the feelings, everything that go forward. I want you to trust that your feelings are your newest guidance system. Trust that the thing that you feel brings about a thought that you create with your brain, which brings about a world that you create with your body. Okay, so how you feel is the foremost primary thing to pay attention to. And if you cannot think of how you feel first, or you think of it just as anger, I would like you to, that feeling that you think of it as just anger, I'd like you to not put words on your feelings. I would like you to say, I know that I'm feeling, and to look at that feeling as something you have felt for the very first time. And when you have felt that feeling over and over again for the very first time, I want you to understand how you can step one step up or one step forward from that feeling that you have in that moment. Do not label the feeling. Just feel the feeling. This is how we think with our heart, my friends. This here is about getting grounded. This here is about touching animals, are a natural filter. They are a natural filter for our stuck energy, our stuck emotions, all of those sorts of things. There's something here someone totally needs to let go of, something that they thought they had created, but in actuality, maybe coming into realignment with your childlike soul, the soul within you, your child self, coming into realignment and balance is to understanding what it is that you are responsible for and what it is you are not. Dreams and screams. We are dreaming of so many things, but yet screaming on the opposite side of it. And all because we don't necessarily know how to create what we want to create forward. The only way to create out of pure beauty, my friends, is with joy. You are joy. You've come here to be joy. What created you is joy. That's what talks about on these postcards from Spirit, if you remember me reading those. All right. I'm going to pull one card here from this deck and for each of these, and we'll see what it has to give us extra things to look at. All right, this deck is by, I believe, Jody Bergsma. I could be wrong about that. I'll put it down below nonetheless, but I love this deck. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. This card has been coming out constantly. Trusting that what you focus on will grow. If you're focusing on love for self, love for, and this is about putting love where it deserves to be, which is unconditional love. It deserves to be everywhere. Unconditional love by the divine is everywhere. And if we are on a path to be more like the divine or more in tune with the divine, it would seem to me that that's what we would want to embody. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. There's something about the soul and speaking up for your inner child about what it is you desire in love, what it is you desire in every aspect of your life, and to be unapologetic and to understand that that feeling that we're not going to name, that feeling, that thing that you feel, that vortex of creation, the feeling is a direction towards how you're going to create something beautiful. That feeling that you feel there in that moment, be unapologetic about it. Why? Because I want you to understand it is absolutely from divine source. Energy flows where my intention goes. Speaking the truth. It's about speaking your truth and what you deserve to know who you are, what it is you love. Everybody deserves love. Nobody deserves to be scoffed at. Nobody deserves to be hurt. Nobody deserves to anything. And when you can understand that when someone else's energy is creating these things as well, something that you wanted to have happen but it's not happening the way you wanted it to happen, could be because someone else's energy or your own energy is in a way not wrong. It's not wrong at all. Does it need vibrational changing? Possibly. But the feeling that came in the first place has got to do with your inner child. Okay? So whatever you're trying to create, there's something that you have to learn, a piece of knowledge that is heart, soul knowledge to carry you forward into this beautiful energy of being able to let go. Go hang out with animals. Go hang out with your furry friends because they will really help you. Energy flows where my intention goes. So where is your energy going to flow today and where is your intention going to flow today? Where are they both flowing? Because I'm telling you, wherever that energy and intention is flowing, that's where you're headed. That's where you're headed. That's just the straight up truth right there. That's where you're headed. Let's get a message from our angels. Okay, so I bring you a message from your deceased loved ones. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. I have names coming up here. The name of Joy, the initials DS, DF, SD, Sonia, Evelyn, Will, Irma. These are just names that are coming up. John, Harry, Philomena. These are names that are coming up as I sit here and ponder on this card, and I don't know people with those names, so this is not about me. Just so y'all aware. Now I'm going to pull a card from the Magical Times Empowerment cards. Did I get them all? I think so. All right. One card, please. How to move forward, what to focus on, what to bring in, what to understand. Clarity. Look at that. We are going to have clarity, and someone on the other side is coming and hovering around us to help guide us, to help show us, to help us just absolutely find clarity. Banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Let go of your responsibility, anybody else or anything else, and live the truth of who you are. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. Look at that beautiful card. It's about remembering here, people. We must remember the perfection of who we are, the perfection that we came here as, not the perfection that we came here to be, the perfection that we are here as. When a baby is born, it is born with everything around it that it needs to support it, to grow, to love, to have all those things. It's born into a system of encompassing arms that want to enjoy its energy. So I'm telling you right here, right now, when you were born, the divine provided everything that you needed. Everything. If you are living and breathing today, I don't care how it came about, whether you were in a foster home, whether you were by a single mom, well, it could have been better. That's why I'm saying this, because I heard someone say, well, it could have been better. Well, I don't care if it could have been better. The thing is, if you grew into an adult, everything that your soul needed for your soul's journey was provided for you in absolute divine perfection. And I just want to say that this inner child that is within you, that is trying to bring joy forward and having an imbalance between the dreams and what makes you actually scream in this life, there's something here that really needs to be let go of. And I believe what I'm sensing is that it's a lack of support. I've had a lack of support. No one's been here to support me. I've had a lack of financial abundance because there's been no support. No one's here to give that to me. Absolute bullshit. I call bullshit every single day on that crap. You are alive and you are eating and you are here on this planet because you have absolute support. And you have to do nothing for it. Now listen, when you're born as a baby, you do nothing for it to have that support, to have food in your belly, to make you grow to an adult, to have an arm at least once in the 18 years as a child to reach around and say, hey, you know what? I got you. It's all good. Maybe no one's ever said that to you. But if no one said it to you, I guarantee you got you because you learned that you are your future. You learned that the only one that's there for you is you. You learned that, right? So you did have your own arms, the arms of the divine, to wrap you up and to love you in so many ways. You had it, and at the day you were born, all the way through your life. We say we've gone through life lonely, we've gone through life this. Well, that is absolutely by choice, and that is an energy that we are putting on. Man, I'm getting just into this. Preachy as all heck here. Sorry about that, guys. I do get very passionate about what I channel because it's speaking to me too. And sometimes I will use that energy or that emotion of very forwardness to bring it through, because there's an energy coming up in me that needs to sort through these energies. So please understand, I'm not preaching at the divine is actually spewing words out of my mouth, and I myself am learning. And sometimes there's that resistance in my mind too. There's resistance in my mind about how I create forward. Okay. So you had everything you needed when you came into this world as a baby to thrive. If you're watching this, yep, you did. So you had all of that. How is it you feel that you will not have all of that moving forward? Did you all of a sudden become undeserving? Nope. Does the divine love you regardless? Yep. Does the divine bring joy to you regardless of your choice of how the words you put on each feeling? Yep. Do you have past loved ones that love you? Yep. Is clarity coming? Damn right it's coming. Damn right it's coming, people. Clarity is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Sure is. And I'm telling you, it comes at the most clarity comes, sorry, I'm giggling because I always talk about synchronicities and symbols. So clarity comes at the time when you most expect it. You turn to look at a clock, and I don't want people to look at repeating numbers. I want you to take the time that's on your clock when you are speaking or you're just doing something in the kitchen. Pay attention to your thoughts. Take the time that you see on the clock. Oh, look, it's 3:18. Take that time, put it in your Google and go angel meaning. I guarantee you there's been in the last 5 minutes or 10 minutes something that has happened that comes up in your 3D world. And this is the angels. This is the angels coming around to show you that they're here. Symbols are the language of the universe, our subconscious and the collective unconscious. As you move upon your life path, everything you notice is a sign from your higher self to heal, balance, and enjoy your life. You have the ability to read and understand your own signs and symbols. This is your secret language, your wise guidance, pointing you in the direction of your dreams and desires. As you understand and accept this, the whisper of your heart become louder, and information will come to you in various forms and ways that may surprise you. However, you will recognize you feel However, you will recognize this information because of the way it makes you feel. It may feel like tingles or knowing you can't explain or understand at times. However, it will feel significant. So this whole symbols thing, it's like you're being led by things. When you put those numbers that you see on your clock in Google and put angel meaning behind it, it's like, this is how I took this whole scenario and understood that I was being divinely guided. Because when you type those in and it's absolutely what you were just talking about 5 minutes ago, or it's absolutely what you were just thinking about, or it's absolutely something that is completely opposite of what you were thinking, it shows you absolute direction. And it also shows you that the divine is watching every moment, and they're leading you and they're with you. And when you start to have that faith and trust that the divine is leading you in every moment, I'm telling you, there is some massive beauty that comes into your life. Simply because, not that it wasn't there all the time, but simply because now you recognize the truth of how beautiful and how truly held you are. Divine loves you. I love you. Take care, and I'll be talking to you again soon.